But I've never watched her hook up with a guy without being involved, so.
Would you do that?
Just chill?
Bro, look at me. Look at me in the eyes right now. I am tired. I am physically, spiritually, and just emotionally exhausted. I sat down to record this video 3 times, and every single time I just stared at the wall for 20 minutes wondering where the hell we went wrong as a species. You know, I thought I was done with this. I thought I had seen the absolute bottom of the barrel. I thought the internet couldn't possibly get any more cooked than it already was. I was so wrong. Somebody needs to go back in time and unplug the first ever router, because seriously, this is like, you know, when the asteroids hit the dinosaurs, but this time it's like men with self-respect getting hit up. And today we're not talking about drama. I don't care about drama. Drama's for high schoolers, dog. We're talking about the complete collapse of masculine pride. We are talking about the Adam22 situation. I'ma personally sacrifice my own sanity so y'all don't have to. I'm not gonna hold you. My entire body is trembling just thinking about how I'm gonna tackle this video. But we have to talk about it. Why the hell is this shit trending right here? And why do y'all watch this kind of sick ass stuff? Because if we don't talk about it, we normalize it. And if we normalize it, it's over, dog. It's literally over. I don't even give a fuck. It's over. I would tell y'all grab a snack, bro, but this shit finna be nasty. Just don't. Welcome to the cuckening. Right, my fault, my bad. Let's start with the basics for the 1% of y'all who happen to live under a rock. If you don't know who Adam22 is, I honestly envy you. I wish I was you. But for the rest of us suffering, let me break down the eternal sin this criminal on YouTube has committed. Imagine you've been grinding on a video game for 10 years. You built the ultimate base, you leveled up your character, you have all the legendary loot. You're the server admin at this point. And then one day, you decide that you want a little bit more gold coins. You want some extra ad revenue. So you invite a random player, let's call him player 2, to log into your account. You hand him the controller, you say, hey bro, go ahead, and you sit in the corner of your room, hands in your lap, and you watch him delete your save file. You watch him dismantle your base brick by brick while you smile and record it for a vlog. Now that is essentially what happened. That is the whole tape situation. This man, the absolute pioneer of this garbage, decided that his marriage was just another piece of content that needed to be monetized. And the worst part isn't even the act itself, bro. It's the face. Have you looked at this man's face in the aftermath? There is nothing behind those eyes. I swear to you, it's empty. It's like a black hole. It's a void. He's walking around talking about some strategy. He's doing interviews saying this was all marketing. Bro, you did not market shit. You humiliated yourself on a global scale. But you see, guys, that right there is a problem with what I call content brain. When you're so far gone with content brain, you can no longer ever feel shame. Shame is a natural human emotion. It exists to stop us from doing stupid ass things. It's a survival mechanism, y'all. But when you are a clout demon, when you're addicted to the algorithm, you override that mechanism. You just delete that shit.
But I've never watched her hook up with a guy without being involved, so.
When you look at your wife, you don't see her, you see content. Adam22 is an NPC who's too far in. This man may as well just profit.
You know, I even asked Punisher, I said, do you feel like you were sex trafficked?
He stood there, microphone in hand, and tried to explain to the world why letting another man into his bedroom was a W move. A W. Bro, hold this L right here. Hold it with 2 hands, matter of fact. You know what makes it scary as hell too? It's that he thinks he has won this. Just because we are talking about him. Adam, listen to me. We are not talking about you because you're some genius that cracked the code or something. We are talking about you because we are horrified. But you know what? Let's define terms, because words over here actually have meaning. In nature, the cuckoo bird lays its eggs in another bird's nest, and the other bird raises that baby like an idiot. Yeah, nature is cool, but at the same time, nature can be weird as hell. But at least that bird does not have a podcast where it's justifying this shit. We need to look at the spectrum of simping and down bad behavior. At the bottom, D tier, you have guys who reply to bot accounts on Twitter thinking that it's a real girl. You know, that's standard cringe. I'ma forgive that. But then up there, floating in the stratosphere in a tier of its own, this is a nuclear wasteland is this situation. This is a goddamn humiliation ritual. Why do they want us to see this shit? Why is it so public and just so available for everyone to see? Because it's not real unless the audience reacts. This humiliation is the product. And I have to address the audience. I have to address some of you guys in these comment sections. Some of y'all. I went into his comment section with a hazmat suit and I saw people typing, let him cook. Let him cook. Bro, the kitchen is on fire. The food is burnt. The health inspector is shutting this bitch down. There is nothing being cooked here except for this guy's reputation. This is not a hustle in my opinion. This is a mental illness disguised as a business plan. Oh, Manny, he's trending though. Yeah, and so is dumb shit on TikTok every other week. That don't mean we gotta do this shit, right? We have completely lost the plot on what it means to even be a man at all, or even just a functional human being. People always tell us, they've told us for a while, follow the money, right? That's the golden rule of this. And that's the first line of defense for this shit. Oh, Manny, you don't get it, man. He made $1 million. He secured the bag. He's rich. Bro, I don't care. I literally do not care. I don't care one single bit. Since when the hell did money become the only scorecard in life? People used to sell lemonade. People used to mow lawns. People used to build furniture. This toxic and dumbass idea that if you're not monetizing every single aspect in your life, you are failing and you should be banished to go and live with the normal people, you know, raise a family and do boring ass shit like that. We are dealing with something I like to call clout inflation. 10 years ago, to get famous, bro, you just had to be kind of funny or good at video games. Then you had to do some pranks. Then you had to do a bit more dangerous shit, some more dangerous pranks. Now the bar is so high, or I'ma say so low, that you gotta ruin your entire bloodline's legacy just to get on the trending tab. And honestly, I'm not finna lie, bro, as a YouTuber, I'm kind of scared. I'm getting scared. I'm nervous as hell right now. I'm shaking in my own damn boots. Is this my future? Is this where we are all heading? To get that diamond play button or that gold, do I have to sell my future wife's ass? Do I have to let the ops date my imaginary girlfriend, bro? Is that the requirement for 2026? Because if it is, my future wife better buckle up, because if I need a Rolls Royce or some bills paid, who knows, bro? Who knows? I'm not saying nothing. This is like taking hits of clout. You do something crazy, the high blasts you with a shit ton of clout. Then it starts to fade and you begin feeling them withdrawals, so you take an even bigger hit. This never ends too until the gods at Google have completely emptied your sacks. Now this is the part where I need to get serious and lock in. This isn't just about one guy. If it was just one podcast junkie in Los Angeles, I would not give a shit. The problem is the normalization. The problem is that we are all watching it. We are accepting this trash as news like it's some normal career path. Think about your ancestors for a second. Now, like, close your damn eyes and think about them for a second. Think about Genghis Khan riding across the steppes. Think about the Vikings sailing across the ocean in a goddamn big wooden boat. You know, the thing from Fortnite? Think about a medieval peasant grinding in the mud for 14 hours a day just to feed his family. Do you think they did all of that, surviving wars and plagues and famines, just for you to sit there and watch a man lend his wife out for a vlog? Bro, these men are rolling in their graves. My ancestors are looking down at me right now and they are confused. They are weeping. We have peaked as a society. I'm not gonna lie, we've peaked. If we accept this behavior, if we say, oh well, get your bag, what the fuck comes next? Nah, seriously, predict this future with me for like a little bit. Just try to predict it. What comes next? Next year, people might be live streaming their own crimes. Chat! Drop a 50 bomb and I'ma rob this old lady next to me. This shift is low-key dangerous. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It makes you think that loyalty, love, and privacy are outdated concepts. They are not outdated. They are the only things that matter. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is just pixels on a screen. I joke around a lot, I say shit, but I want you guys to actually listen to this part. Money isn't worth everything. Clout isn't worth everything. There are some things that should stay private. There are things that belong to you and not the internet. Don't let these people trick you. You do not have to have a camera in your face at the lowest point in your life. You don't. You really don't. Hey, if y'all think your lives are boring because you're regular, I'm telling you, that's the new flex. Living boring. You don't gotta be like these people. Don't be a bot. Go outside. Seriously, like, just turn this off and go outside. Like, touch some grass. Breathe some fresh air. Find a partner and actually love that person. Keep your private life private, and for the love of God, keep that goddamn camera turned off. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to therapy, y'all. Peace.